Back at Campolindo High School, game 2 of our doubleheader. It's the Campolindo Cougars against the Northgate Broncos. This time the boys' game. Dan Wall and Coach John Whitman here, Coach. And this could be an interesting ball game on a number of reasons. First of all, Campolindo is a very, very good team.
Yes, they're averaging 73 points their last 3 games. So we're going to see a lot of scoring here tonight. And they've got a lot of good senior leadership with a lot of experience.
Yeah, Chris Blackwood, who is sick. His dad wanted me to remind him. Remember Coach Blackwood? He's right behind the bench there. Had the flu the last couple of days. He's going to try to go tonight. They have Billy Colonna, Ross Nakamura, Raf Shields. They should be very potent tonight. The thing about Northgate is no matter who's on that team, Coach Swan, Dan Swan, he's one of the best coaches in the area. He gets the maximum out of his team each time they go out on the floor.
Does a real fine job getting his team prepared for each and every opponent. With a solid game plan.
And there's a look at the Broncos on their bench. There's Coach Swan. Coach Swan went to Northgate, graduated in '81. His brother played on their the first championship team they had at Northgate. But he lost a number of big players last year. Ryan Clark, Dustin Harrison, Ryan Keelhorn, Ricky Fair, and Jimmy Rosario, who we saw last year against Acalanes. So I think we're going to actually have the national anthem here tonight at Campolindo High School, and we will wait for that. But I see people standing, Coach, and that's usually a sign.
That's a sign. A good sign. I wonder if somebody's going to solo this shot.
Campolindo High School welcomes you tonight to Diablo Foothill Athletic League contest between Northgate and Campolindo High School. We at Campolindo High School would like to remind you that activity programs in the DFAL are primarily for student participation. The purpose of the activity is to provide positive learning experiences and opportunities for personal growth of the participants. We are pleased to welcome our guests from Northgate High School this evening. This competition is being conducted according to the rules of CIF, North Coast Section, Diablo Foothill Athletic League, and the Acalanes School District. Everyone is expected to assist in the promotion and achievement of good sportsmanship. If we can now all stand for the national anthem. This evening, our national anthem is being sung by Amanda Lamson. She is a senior here at Campolindo. We would also like to welcome Dick Callahan, who will be announcing for us this evening.
Very nice rendition of the national anthem here before our game tonight. A note for our fans, Dick Callahan, the former Warriors announcer and current Cal basketball home court announcer, will be our guest announcer tonight. So not only do we have Coach Whitman, a legend at the Coliseum, But we have,
undefeated.
we have Dick Callahan. So I bet you if you added up how many times Coach Whitman's been to the Coliseum, how many times I've been to the Coliseum, and how many times he's been to the Coliseum, it would scare you. So we're going to have the starting lineups tonight here. Northgate first. Northgate in their uniforms, looks like they have a little darker red. If you look at the cheerleaders' uniforms, although you can't really see this on TV, you might be able to see it. The girls are wearing a real bright red, almost a Christmassy red, and the uniforms are maroon. So,
a la Santa Clara.
Yes, very Santa Clara, Stanfordish. Alessi gets the start, number 33, a good inside player, a veteran player for Coach Swan. There's Alex Dixon, who's a junior. A lot of new names and faces on this team for Coach Swan and the Broncos. David Lynch has a tough battle tonight with Rafe Shields underneath. Tyson Lynch, number 12. And he just looks like a gym rat, doesn't he?
He looks like somebody wound him up.
A cappuccino or two before the game. And Chris Scully, one of their leaders, number 10, gets the start tonight for the Broncos. And Coach Swan assisted by Dave Osorio and Al Durazo. They're 4-9, 0-1 in the league, lost Alhambra.
And we go up, we never look back. Let's go. Team on three, team on three. 1, 2, 3, team.
They lost 49-40 on Tuesday night to Alhambra.
Alhambra's got a good ball club this year.
Here's Campo, 10-3 on the season, 1-0 in league. They beat College Park 73-36 on Tuesday night.
A lot of balanced scoring in that game.
Here's Chris Blackwood, who we've seen for 2 years at Miramonte, and then he transferred here under some
duress.
Yes, duress last year. It's a good word. And those are always interesting games at Miramonte. Here's Ross Nakamura, who's with Blackwood, one of the best guard tandems in the area.
A lot of experience.
Now I have him as Raff, but they have him as Rafferty, so depending on if we can fit Raff or Rafferty into the description. But Big Shields, number 25 at center. Here's Pete Gerlach. And Billy Colonna, who gave up football this year to concentrate on basketball. They're a very, very balanced team. They have just about everything. They have good shooting, good ball handling. They have some inside presence. They're a tough team. They could go a long way in the playoffs.
I think they had over 12 assists in their last game. That's great.
Our officials tonight, Rob Bruder and Dave Gregory. Here's the Northgate starting lineup. Gives you all the heights and positions, as you can see. Not a very big team. Alessi and Lynch are going to have to go inside and battle Colonna and Shields tonight for Northgate. As there's the Northgate cheerleaders. Now let's take a look at the Campolindo starting lineup that we just saw. And there it is. Blackwood, a very good player, averaging 13 points a game, along with Nakamura, who averages 14. You can see Colonna, Gerlach, and Shields. Chris Werlow's in his 4th year as the head coach of the Campolindo Cougars. His assistants, Yoruba Harrison, Charles Dexter, and Brent Wise. And this should be a good one and a lot of fun. Campolindo plays very up-tempo. We should see some points on the scoreboard tonight, Coach, and that's how we like to see it. There's Coach Werlow on the sideline.
Both teams always go away from their bench to start the game, so they're coming towards the bench in the second half.
And Blackwood doesn't look like he spent the last 2 days in bed with the flu.
Good pressure, man-to-man pressure.
That's Scully.
Nice cut to the ball. Lots of spacing, great spacing so far here for Northgate. Good cut.
These are the Lynches, who I have not been related. Has not been relayed to me, Coach, whether they're related or not. They're both sophomores, so
5 seconds on the shot clock.
Dixon goes baseline. Good block from behind by Gerlach. The putback is missed, and Gerlach pulls the rebound. Nakamura ahead, Blackwood. Blackwood will pull up from there. He can rain him down. So can Nakamura.
Good penetration.
Blackwood
20-footer.
Yep, misses.
Off balance.
Alessi pulls the rebound.
Northgate needs the game to be in the 40s or 50s if they're going to be successful tonight. Good, nice back door.
Yep, very nice. Lynch.
Little Princeton move there.
Misses. Nakamura ahead. Kelowna.
That's a good shot. Little 12-footer.
And he went 11. And that happens early. You got to get your legs under you and get warmed up here a bit. Just a minute and a half into the ballgame.
High post. Little flare screen.
Nice backdoor to Scully. Long bomb by Alessi is in and out, no good, and the rebound pulled by Shields.
Little penetration into pitch. To the top, and a little swing.
Set it up again. Still 19 seconds on the shot clock. Kelowna goes baseline, and he's fouled by Dixon. So just 2-0 here in the early going. Campolindo on top. Campolindo's picked to finish first in the league by the Contra Costa Times. Nakamura buries a 15-footer.
It's too easy. Both teams playing straight up man-to-man.
Northgate.
This little zone pressure, I'm sorry.
Well, I was going to say Northgate, of course, is known for their defense, so you don't like to give up baskets that easy.
Little pick and roll. Little hesitation dribble. Nice little move. Little
Alessi off
double
the glass.
clutch.
Good rebound. Put back is missed, and Gerlach has the rebound for the Cougars. And we have the sixth man here tonight, the Campolindo student body section, which is as loud and vocal as any.
Split the post. There's your cutter. Top of the circle.
Nakamura. Oh, wow. Nakamura has 5. And you can see he's a smooth operator, Coach. This is Lynch inside. And I'm going to have to start identifying them as David and Tyson, so you know which
nice
Lynch.
pass. Oh,
and good defense by Dixon to come all the way back and make that steal.
Blackwood tried to thread the needle there. Opening closed up on him. High post release, back door.
Good defense that time by Blackwood. Denied the backdoor move.
Coach Swan is not happy right now. Okay, here we go. Little UCLA cut. Step out.
Is there a USC cut?
No, there's not. UCLA cut was made famous by John Wooden.
I figured that. Your idol, I think, in coaching, isn't it?
Oh, yes.
Another miss. Northgate is just not shooting well. Gerlach to the basket, and it's...
He lost it early, then he got fouled.
Yep, so that was a good call not to make that call.
Campolindo pitching a shutout here. He lost it before he got fouled.
Yep, that's a good call.
Good call. Man-to-man, a little bit of run and jump.
7-0, which is a score that the Cougar football team was familiar with early this year. Backdoor Dixon, caught in the lane. And they're forcing a lot of shots. The defense by Campolindo is as impressive as the offense.
They're not getting good looks.
Gerlach baseline.
Nice pass.
That shot missed by
Nakamura.
Block
out.
Yep. And that's Tyson Lynch with the rebound.
Great block out. Swing the ball. There's your cutter. High post. Cut to the hoop. Here.
This is Scully.
Come on, get in there.
Off the glass, misses.
Can't buy one.
Nope. Alessi was their leading scorer with 10 on Tuesday night. Number 10, Jarrett Burns into the ball game for Campolindo. Rocco's Ristorani and Pizzeria, voted best pizza in the East Bay, Ignacio Valley Road at Oak Grove.
I used to have nightmares about this. Getting shut out in a quarter. It used to keep me up at nights when I was coaching basketball.
Blackwood.
I need a timeout. Okay, here we go. Good call.
30-second timeout, Northgate. 3:04 to go first quarter. 9-0 Cougars. Let's say hi to some of the great friends of the program here on the Comcast Game of the Week. Rocco's Ristorani and Pizzeria in Walnut Creek. Thanks for tonight's crew meal, guys. Contra Costa Clean Water Program and Mr. Funnelhead. Brendan Theaters in Concord and Pittsburgh. Italia's Italian Food in Antioch. Coach, I found, I'll tell you after this, images of 3 hair salon, Jim Clay certified public accountant, the 19th hole casino and lounge, Randy's Carpet Care, New Mecca Cafe, and Rock Bottom Records. There is a little bit of yellow in Northgate's uniforms, but very faint. Not as dominant. You have to look
the striping?
in the striping on the leg and the side and around the bottom of there's a very faint yellow, but they used to be a very predominant, like burgundy and gold, and this is more of a Stanford or Santa Clara color scheme.
I never liked that word yellow. I like gold.
Yeah, I like gold better too, but it was yellow. Coldplay liked the word yellow, but that's a band you've probably never listened to, Coach.
No, haven't had the pleasure.
Number 14 for Northgate, Clark Dolliver's in the ball game.
Ooh, don't stop there. Ooh. Swing it. There you go.
This is Dolliver.
Nice post defense.
Shields.
Look out.
Oh, Nakamura loses the handle.
5.5 and a shutout. Northgate looking for their first hoop here. Campolindo's going to make them work for it. Dribble rub, double rub. Dribble roll. Another rub. Double rub.
That's Alessi, and
nice
Alessi
block.
Shields is a presence inside. Nakamura.
Nice pass. Save it. That's out of bounds.
That was a nice save that time by Burns to Blackwood for 3. Long rebound. And luckily for Northgate, that ball went off of Nakamura out of bounds. But Campolindo's defense, that's not something you would expect a team that can score in the 70s to worry a lot about defense, but they play really good defense.
If they're scoring 70, they're probably getting a lot of points off their defense too, as well as their offense. That last play was reminiscent of a play last night in the Santa Clara Gonzaga game. They called up the guy for a technical foul for throwing the ball off an opponent's leg. The guy was going out of bounds. You know how you try. They called a technical foul on the Santa Clara player.
How can you call a technical foul on that?
Because there was a little pushing and shoving on a technical foul about 2 minutes before that. They felt this was a result of that. I thought it was a horrible call.
David Lynch to the line for Northgate.
There you go.
There's their first point of the game.
There you go.
There's some of the Northgate girls. That's Jessica Thomas, who had 15 points in that game.
There we go. So far, the pace of the game has got to favor Northgate. But they've got to be able to put the ball in the hole here.
Sean Gillespie in the ball game for Northgate.
Little flare screen.
Shields,
nice
back door. Nice defense. That was rejected. That was Pat Lawrence who's in the ball game.
Dribble rub.
Northgate just, one thing, they have absolutely no inside game at all. It's all around the perimeter.
Right. They brought you see they got their big guy out at the top of the circle, and all he's doing is screening.
But if you can hit those threes, then it doesn't matter. Pantel's Music Box in downtown Antioch for all your your car stereo
Great
needs.
family down there.
Yep. Went to school with a number of the Pantels, and there are a lot of them. Go Cycles for all your cycle accessory needs. Coach, do you have a Harley?
I used to.
Okay, well, I figured at one point.
I got married.
Tell us what you think. Call 933-6264, the Comcast game of the week. Next week, 2 games for you, both from right down the same street. Clayton Valley, the Benny brothers over there, they can light it up against De La Salle, who, aside from losing to 2 or 3 teams that are ranked nationally, has pretty much cleaned the slate of everyone so far this season. And then Deer Valley with Nicolia Simmons against Jane Appel and the Carondelet, also the Cougars over there. That should be a good one.
With little Russie, I heard you on TV last week talking about her.
There's Coach Whitman and me, and I'm not in my customary garb tonight due to the storm, Coach. I had to wear my Giants jacket. It's just too darn cold. Nice takeaway.
Gotta love that Giants jacket.
Alessi.
Nice hustle.
Fouled by Burns.
Northgate hanging around.
Here's the replay, Coach, and we have to cut away to get the shot in, but it was 9-0, and Alessi misses that free throw, but has a chance now at least to put it back to 9-6, 58 seconds to go here in the first quarter.
I'd like to see him hold his finish. See what he looks like here. That's good. I like that finish. That was a lot better than his first shot. Okay, 9-6.
Nakamura with the ball, 5 points in the ball game.
There's a post up. Kick out. Push.
The push is on Gillespie. So Gillespie is in the game with David Lynch, Scully, Dolliver, and Alessi. And for Campolindo, Nakamura, Gerlach, number 45 in the game, Tom McHugh, who backs up Shields, Kelowna, and Jarrett Burns. 48 seconds to go here first quarter, 9-6, Cougars.
Oops.
Burns nearly lost it to Nakamura. Swing past Kelowna. Kelowna down the lane to the bucket, and he's fouled. And Coach, I got the guy to put the fouls up for us.
So wait.
We have a little bit of pull, not a lot, but we get to like park our truck where I want and get fouls on the scoreboard, and a pizza delivered every once in a while.
Yeah, baby.
The foul is on Dolliver. Kelowna misses the free throw.
Both hands went forward on the shot. Like to keep that guide hand back. Nice rebound. Northgate could tie it or come within one right here. Shot clock is off, 23 seconds. Want the last shot here if you're Northgate, or you'll take a layup anytime. There's a cut. Coming out.
It's Gillespie with the ball.
We got problems here.
Yeah, good defense by Campo.
Good.
Number 25 in the ball game is Akram Ibrahim. Nearly thrown
referee's
away.
in play.
Yep.
Could get an assist.
2 seconds left, and Alessi, here's a shot at the buzzer, Ibrahim, and it's no good. So we've played one quarter from Campolindo. It was all Campolindo early, and then Northgate put a run on it. They trail 9-6 after. We'll move back with the second quarter after this on Comcast.
Take advantage today with rates at record lows. Charter Funding Incorporated of Antioch is your local mortgage broker whose commitment is service with integrity. Charter Funding Incorporated works with many lenders to find the best program to fit your needs. First-time home buyers, 100% financing, no down payment, and interest only. No one is left out. Whether it's a rate reduction, cash out, new purchase, good or bad credit, let the professionals at Charter Funding Incorporated handle all your loan details. Call us today at 776-1700.
Hi, I'm Rocco Bialy, and this is my family.
I'm Dante. I'm Dominic. And I'm Nina.
For the past 5 years, Rocco's Ristorante and Pizzeria has been the proud sponsor of the Comcast High School Game of the Week. As a neighborhood restaurant, being part of our community has been very important to my family and staff. I'd like to personally invite you to become part of our family. Great pizza, great pasta, and great people. Rocco's Ristorante and Pizzeria, a part of your community.
Back at Campolindo High School, the second game of our doubleheader tonight here on Comcast. The first game won by the Northgate girls convincingly, even though there was some contact in that game, Coach. It was fun to watch, 58-37. And now the Campolindo boys, very highly regarded in this area, rated in a number of polls, an honorable mention in the Chronicle, lead 9-6 after one quarter. This game has a lot of movement, physicality, very similar kind of style to the first game.
Northgate running a little bit of Princeton stuff here. Princeton likes to run a lot of stuff away from the hoop, run a lot of back doors.
Right now they look like they're running a lot of Globetrotter stuff with that weave.
And I got a story to tell you about the Globetrotters. Don't forget.
Oh, long shot.
There you go.
Wow, Dolliver.
Tie ball game.
A three, and it's 9-9.
When's the last time Campolindo scored?
It's back around the 4-minute mark, Coach.
Yeah.
Starters back in the ball game for Campo. Gillespie, Dolliver, Ibrahim, Alessi, and Scully for Northgate. What a tip that was by Kelowna. Oh, holy mackerel.
Man to man. Good spacing.
That's our key word of the night, by the way. Call in tomorrow and win a free ticket to next week's game if you remember spacing. That's Coach's favorite word tonight. This is Ibrahim.
Little flare screen, little drive, nice little
Through
drive.
the bucket, but rejected by, I tell you what, it's not easy to go inside on Shields. He's a good defensive post player.
Does a good job keeping his body off the defender so he doesn't get a foul call.
20 seconds on the shot clock here. Shields guarded by Ibrahim. Nakamura. Kelowna will drive, and he is hammered by Ibrahim. It looks like Coach Swan, he's going to roll the bench. He's going to play 9-10 players because he really doesn't have a standout guy that just, you know, he's going to have to win with defense and a team effort.
Down screen for Blackwood with a post up and an open drive.
Nice pass to Shields.
Nice step out.
That was kind of, it was like a give and go delayed.
Yeah, a lot of your good teams run that. There's high post.
Dolliver's already hit a three.
Yep.
Wanted the cutter, couldn't find him. Ibrahim looks, they run a lot of cuts, Northgate.
Yeah, 25 is just a relay guy.
Here's Gerlach. An easy layup, that's his first bucket of the night. And it's 13-9. Good crowd here for the boys game. It started to build during the girls game. These are two great teams. Both these teams finished 15-3 in the league last year.
Here's your back door.
As a matter of fact, Campolindo's season was ended by Northgate in the playoffs. They played 3 times last year.
That caught too deep.
If I'm not mistaken, Coach, they played 4 times. I think they might have played in a preseason tourney twice in the league and in the playoffs. So they know each other well here, these two teams. Burns is back in the ball game for Campo. Blackwood down the lane to the bucket. He's fouled. It counts. Yesterday, the report was Chris had food poisoning. Today, the report from his dad was he has the flu. And some of the descriptions that Coach Blackwood used on his condition cannot be repeated here unless we go to the A&E network.
There you go.
American Medical Journal.
Or CSI.
CSI, yes. Like CSI New York the other night. That was an ugly show.
Yes, it was.
But suffice it to say, Chris has recovered enough to play tonight. And makes the free throw. He has 7, averaging 13, scored 12 against College Park on Tuesday. 15-10 and a foul on number 4, Darren Baker, a sophomore in the ballgame.
Don't want to foul, 75 feet from the basket.
There's Coach Blackwood, a legend in this area as the head coach for 36 years, I believe it was, either 36 or 37 at Miramonte.
Big flex guy.
And the thing I liked about Coach Blackwood when he was coaching, I'd call him for a 5-minute update and we'd talk for an hour.
I was going to say.
He'd tell me about every game that was played in the last 3 weeks, and including not his. Grant Miller in the game for Northgate goes to the bucket. He's fouled.
Great execution by the Broncos there.
He'd know about the Liberty game, the Antioch game, the Cal game, the Warrior game, some girls game in a playground out in the Knights in the night before. He was amazing.
Tom's a kick.
Miller misses the free throw.
Tom said he had a real hard time scouting Albany when I was there in '69. He says, all you guys looked alike. We're all about 6'2", shaved, our head, we had buzz cuts. We all looked the same. It was tough.
What's changed?
Really? Now I don't have a buzz cut.
Well, that's probably part of it.
There you go.
There's Joe Ocon and the one of our cameramen taken in the game. We have so many cameramen tonight. We're rotating them, Coach. Our crew is amazing out here. McHugh is back in the game for Campolindo.
There's a drive. Nice post feed.
Kelowna, power move to the basket.
Good
defense.
no call.
Yep, Dixon made a good move that time to deny Kelowna. 16-10 Cougars here, halfway through the second quarter.
This is a tough offense to stop if you're trying to catch up. They get over the back. Lynch.
Scully used less. It's like a running game in football. You know what I mean? You don't look at a team and say, they can score 2 touchdowns in 4 minutes. Some teams can't do that. Same thing with this. You don't want to get too far behind.
Right, you're almost playing into their hands if you're pressuring too much. If you do need the ball, back cuts are open on a regular basis.
Don't forget to purchase your copy of this game. Call 933-6264 Blackwood to Kelowna. Kelowna one-on-one with Dixon. Blackwood, a long bomb is short, and the rebound is pulled by Scully.
There's your high post. Boy, they changed up a little bit. They got a little post going on here. Post exchange. Little high-low. There he is. Turn middle. Nice little move.
They got the Twin Towers in, Coach. That's the big thing with Ibrahim, but there's a travel. They were using that with Lynch and all the perimeter players, and now they have a bigger guy that they can go inside to.
They ran that real well. I've seen them run that the last couple of years, and they did a nice job right there. Where your 3 perimeter guys have their little game, and your 2 post guys have their little game. There's your double high post, back door, little rub.
This is Baker with the ball, guarded by Miller. Nakamura and Shields play a catch. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Turnover. This is Dixon one-on-one with
Take it to the hole. Nice pull-up.
Gets his offensive
rebound and hammered. Good job.
So Dixon will go to the line here with 2:49 to go, down by 6, and maybe a little closer than we might have thought indefinitely. This Dan Swan's got to be happy with Campolindo only has 16 points.
Northgate have a field goal this quarter. You got 3. Is that all they have?
They have 1 3.
He's okay.
And a field goal. They just have the 4. 6 points for Campolindo in the quarter.
So they've had a couple stretches, a 5-minute stretch in the first quarter, and now they're working on another 5-minute stretch here, but they've only got a hoop here.
Ibrahim, high post.
There's your high-low.
Yep, and great defense by Shields again.
Shields might have had a little push there. Still there. That's a good look for Nakamura.
And he misses.
Nice screen off. Good job by Northgate.
That was Lynch with the rebound.
When you have a nights like this offensively, your defense can come to the rescue. And so far, that's really worked out for Northgate. That's a nice high-low.
And that time, you could see that where positioning plays a role there, Coach, because he's been in good position on virtually every play. This time, he lets him slip behind him, and now he has to foul.
Great job. Great job. Great pass. He passed away from the defender, and that opened things up inside. Both these right here. There you go. There's one.
Lynch has 3.
The tempo of this game is favoring Northgate.
There's David Lynch, who is actually a sophomore, although we had senior on the screen there. He's a sophomore.
It's called a drop. Off the stagger.
Nakamura.
With a little roll. Nice
pass.
play.
Yep. Kelowna goes to the hoop as good as anyone that I've seen play in the last couple of years here. He's not shy about contact. You can see that football kind of mentality in him.
You can tell he's been in the weight room. He's got nice broad shoulders. Comes in handy around the hoop. There's a back door. Oh, you see him grab the guy's shirt.
He got away with that.
Sometimes that could be called a technical foul.
Dixon misses and Shields pulls the rebound. That was kind of an NBA veteran kind of move right there.
Yeah, little Rodman.
Gerlach gets trapped inside the lane. Swings it back outside to Shields to Blackwood. A minute 10 to go in the half.
Northgate would like a stop right here. Don't pressure him too much. There's your flare screen. That's when a
nice
give
and
little
go.
Roll.
Yep.
There you go. So 2 times in a row, Campolindo's come down and executed well. which they haven't done a lot so far in this game.
20-12. Shields has 2.
It's a double rub. Get back to the high-low. There's your high-low. Oh, had him for a second. The window of opportunity is only there for a second.
You almost at some point have to make that pass without even looking. You have to think I can get it
Exactly.
there. You can't. Once you look, there's Ashley. The other night at Deer Valley, we had 5 Ashleys on the Deer Valley roster in
Holy
Ashley. We had
Toledo.
6 Ashleys, and I'm sure there were even more in the gym. But
10 on the shot clock.
that was missed by
There you
Dixon,
go.
but he gets an easy basket and his first of the ball game. It's 20-14.
Hanging around. Last shot. UCLA cut. Down screen for Blackwood. Oh, nice little job in the post.
Kelowna.
Nice move.
And I think he thought he was fouled.
And there's 2. And there's 1.
And that's it. A long shot is not good. So the score at halftime, and as you mentioned, Coach, favoring Northgate, 20-14. We'll be back to take a look at the first half highlights and go over the scoring after this on Comcast.
What is a coach? A teacher, a motivator, a leader, the person who sees your athletic potential and maximizes it, regardless of the sport. At Velocity Sports Performance, you train with a highly qualified coach every time you train. Your coach makes you work hard, but your coach makes you a better athlete. Train with a coach who knows. Velocity Sports Performance. Maximize your potential. We guarantee it.
What are you doing? Who said that? Jumpin' Jaw hosts a giant oil filter that talks. I'm framing the filter, and what do you think you're doing with my child?
It's your child? I didn't know he was your kid.
Well, it is, and he's a she.
Oh, yeah? Well, what should I do with her?
Do the right thing. Recycle your used oil and filter. Even after draining, a used oil filter contains about a quarter cup of oil. If placed in the garbage, that oil will leak into the ground and then into landfills, polluting the soil and someday the water supply. Seal your filter in a strong Ziploc bag and take it to a certified used oil and filter collection center. Or if your city has curbside used oil and filter recycling, just put it on the curb with the rest of recyclable items. Call 1-800-NO-DUMPING or check out our website at www.funnelhead.com.
Tonight's Comcast Game of the Week is made possible by a generous donation from Battalia's Italian Restaurant, Deli and Catering. Delicious pasta, meatballs, Parmesan dishes, and more. Specialty sandwiches like roasted eggplant, cucciadatis and other traditional cookies. And don't forget the cannolis. Family owned and operated, that's Battalia's, Antioch's oldest Italian restaurant at 3100 Contra Loma Boulevard in the Save Mart Shopping Center. S&S Import Service on 10th Street, specializing in your foreign car. State-of-the-art tools and equipment with friendly and helpful service. Let Randy and Mike take care of your auto repair needs. S&S will also take your used oil, caring for our community. S&S Import Service at 806 West 10th Street in Antioch. Brendan Theaters of Concord and Pittsburgh, featuring 14 screens of movie magic. All theaters have Lucasfilm THX digital sound systems and stadium-style seating. The prize wheel spins weekly with great prizes. The Prize Patrol promotional events and other activities happen monthly with great giveaways and prizes. Check out the Brendan Theater website for more information and great savings ideas. Your favorite films in a great environment, all at the Brendan Theaters of Concord and Pittsburgh. Enjoy the movie. The 19th Hole Casino at West Tregallis Road. Established in 1967, the 19th Hole has been completely renovated. Open 7 days a week, they feature Texas Hold'em, No Bust 21 Blackjack, Low Ball, High-Low Split, High Gow, and provide Keno and lottery sales. Every Tuesday and Wednesday beginning at 5:30 p.m. is a no-limit Texas Hold'em shootout with winner-take-all. Friday and Saturday night is karaoke at 9 p.m. And Sunday 9 a.m. is NFL football on all 14 TVs. The 19th hole behind the post office in Antioch. Make big messes no longer a problem. Experience the difference in a real professional. Randy's Carpet Care. Improve your indoor living to a clean, healthy environment. IICRC certified master cleaning specialist in carpet, upholstery, odor control, and stain removal. Owner-operator, family-friendly. Call today to reserve your spot. That's Randy's Carpet Care. We exist to serve you. Call 925-518-1088. Bridgehead Self-Storage of Antioch. Located behind Kmart off Highway 4 and East 18th Street. Bridgehead Self-Storage has from 5'6" to 10 by 40 foot 24-hour security units for those extra things you just can't fit in the garage anymore. They also have packing and moving supplies. Boat and RV storage is also available. Call 753-1199. Rock Bottom Records in Antioch. They buy and sell used DVDs and CDs 7 days a week. Listen to any compact disc in the store in one of their in-store listening stations. Special order millions of disc or DVDs on the Muse in our in-store computer that can find just about any release on Earth. T-shirts, posters, blacklight, stickers, and one of the biggest selections of cassettes anywhere. This year celebrating our 25th year anniversary. Rock Bottom Records at 1890 A Street in Antioch. Antioch Opticians. Glasses and contact lenses in the Rayleigh's Shopping Center on Lone Tree Way in Antioch. Since 1973, Antioch Opticians has carried over 3,000 frames to meet your special needs and repair broken frames. They have their own in-house laboratory for fast, accurate service. 1-hour service in most cases. That's Antioch Opticians, 3714 Lone Tree Way in Antioch. The New Mecca Cafe on Railroad Avenue in downtown Pittsburgh. Eat in or order it to go. Guillermo and his crew cook with pride. Thanks again to all of our friends from the Comcast Game of the Week.
Some of the Northgate cheerleaders here tonight, and they have something to actually be happy tonight. The girls won. The boys are not far behind, 20-14 at halftime. Let's take a look at some of the the first half highlights. Here's Blackwood. I believe this is the first bucket of the ball game.
On the tip.
Played pretty good for a guy who was in bed last night with the flu.
Probably drinking a lot of water here at halftime. Here's the three ball.
Dolliver, and that was a big three. That kind of got them back in it. They were down, hadn't scored a lot early in the first quarter. I believe that made it 9-5. That was that tip by Colonna. That was a
backdoor lob.
Real athletic kid, Colonna is. And here's Gerlach off the steal. And that'll do it for the highlights. Scoring leaders for Northgate. David Lynch has 4. Blackwood has 7. Nakamura 5 for the Cougars. 20-14 at halftime. We'll be back with the third quarter after this on Comcast.
Tonight's Game of the Week is made possible by the new and exciting Puerto Rican El Coqui restaurant, featuring the finest of this island's cuisine. Come in and experience the unique flavors that earned them a 4-star rating by the Contra Costa Times, such as Puerto Rican steak, pork chops, chicken, and pastales, their famous mofongo, seafood, and the house specialty, paella. Available for banquets, catering, and holiday parties, that's El Coqui at 509 West 2nd Street near the Campanile Theater in downtown Antioch. Scotto's Auto Body and Paint in downtown.
There's Coach Werlo and his Cougars as he gets ready for the second half. Coach, if you're in a situation like this where your team has really been kind of taken out of their game, how do you get them back?
Talk about the last 2 possessions they had and how well they executed, and that they didn't do that for the first 15 minutes of the game. But they really finished strong. They were two nice set plays.
You got to wonder, too, how much the flu bug is bothering them. I know 3 of their starters were affected by the flu, and playing an up-tempo type of game. It might feel real good when you get forced into that slow-down perimeter ball, because you don't really want to be running as much as you have.
But I think Northgate's defense had a lot to do with it, too. They're getting after it and playing strong and screening off the boards, giving Campolindo 1 shot.
Let's go. Let's go.
That's the Northgate huddle. Coach Swan, of course, we mentioned him, a 81 graduate at Northgate. It's always nice to be able to come back and coach your alma mater. So Campolindo will have the ball here to start the third quarter, moving from right to left here on your screen in the white. And a hold on Dixon as he fouled Kelowna. And I think Kelowna would have had a nice, easy little path to the basket because Nakamura saw that.
Here's your box set.
Second foul on Dixon. Nice.
Too easy.
Yep, that's the second time you've said that, and it's almost the same play.
And the problem there is that who's ever guarding the inbounder should be taking that away.
Fouls on Campolindo. It's on Blackwood. His first.
Man-to-man, a little run and jump, a little double team. Got to work on the spacing. There's a good.
Nice.
That's called spacing.
That was nice. Dixon broke free.
Good job.
I was going to mention, if you watch the girls' game, there is a 10-second violation rule in boys basketball.
Exactly. I don't think there's a girls' 5-second call either. I'm not sure.
There is now.
Okay.
But the close guarded rule, yeah, that
I didn't
is.
see much counting going on that game.
Nice shot by Nakamura. He has 7. 22 to 6. Excuse me. Now 24 to 16.
Oop, picked up his dribble.
Blackwood steals.
Nice assist.
Nakamura inside.
Nice job. Timeout. Thank you.
Northgate calls time.
Swan.
26-16. And a good call by Coach Whitman. Images of 3 hair salon. Jim Clay, a CPA. As a matter of fact, not only is Jim Clay down there, but Bill Millius, also a 77 graduate. We're both pretty decent basketball players. That's why they support the program.
Good.
The 19th Hole Casino and Lounge. Hello to Eddie Bodine and the crew there. Randy's Carpet Care, the New Mecca Cafe, and Rock Bottom Records. As I mentioned, Coach, right now kind of in a lull. Not a lot of good new stuff out, but it'll be coming. Charter Funding Incorporated. There's Dick Callahan, the former announcer for the Warriors, behind our graphics there. SNS Import Service in Antioch. Golf and Games. And Celia's Mexican Restaurant. Celia's Mexican Restaurant has some of the best chicken enchiladas around. Not that anything else isn't good there too, but I always try to find one particular dish at a Mexican restaurant.
Stick with it.
And Celia's, it's the chicken enchilada.
You don't want any surprises.
No.
If you don't get surprised there, you could get a big surprise when you get home.
That's true. and sometimes for days after that.
Okay,
nice to see that Dave Jackson has joined us tonight finally. After he went to some girls' game in Oakland. Like I told you earlier, if there's a girls' game, if they played at 10 in the morning in a middle school in Knightson, he'd go. Probably with Coach Blackwood. That pass is out of bounds. So the press has affected Northgate on these last couple of possessions. And you can see Dan Swan isn't happy right now. Shields on top, Blackwood.
Cross screen, nice defense.
Nakamura, 18-footer, money.
A lot of good interior defense there, though. Got loose on the perimeter.
Campos 4 for 4 this half.
Get somebody in the middle of the floor. Middle is where you break it.
Yep. Dixon.
Cross.
Alessi was there, but he chose not to throw that pass. Northgate with just one bucket here, that one where they broke the press earlier. 28-16 Campolindo here, 6 minutes to play. Now in the third quarter.
And the way you get a team from not pressing is to score against it.
Scully,
get in there.
Finger roll, Lynch the putback
there you go.
Is good. So Lynch has 6. He's the leading scorer for the Broncos. 10-point Campolindo lead. Blackwood, Gerlach from 16, no good. Long rebound. Dolliver. And this is Scully. So Northgate needs to hit a couple more to get back in this one, Coach.
Yep. Hand off. On ball screen.
Dolliver chooses to go baseline, double teamed, misses.
It helped being left-handed there, but still couldn't convert.
Blackwood to
Nice
Kelowna.
job.
Oh,
Beauty.
I don't know how he made that shot, Coach, but that was a nice effort. Alessi.
Nice.
Yep. Baseline.
Oh, took it too deep.
Threw it off of Blackwood.
Whenever a player closes out on the ball like that quick, you want to take him to the hoop, and he did. He just took it too deep. That's a great athletic move down there on that make.
Not only that, but a great shot to use glass and from a very steep angle. Oh, nice inbounds play. Scully's rejected. Dolliver to the basket. Left hand off glass. Good.
A lot of teams are running that lob play in the middle. Seen quite a bit of that lately. Come on, go get it.
Up.
Who wants it? Who wants it?
Ball on the floor.
Timeout.
And they were trying to call timeout. Didn't get it.
We still get it with the arrow. Okay.
It's their ball. And that's an interesting thing. You want your players to know so you don't waste a timeout.
Exactly.
I think they should add a couple. You should have 3 fulls, 2 30s, and 2 rumbles on the floor timeouts. Purchase your copy of this game. Shipping courtesy of UPS included. Call 933-6264. And also DVD, I guess.
We're upgrading.
We can upgrade to a
like
DVD.
it.
Yeah.
I like it.
If that's what you'd like. A 8-track. Yeah. Coach Whitman could play that in his first
I had a
area.
4-track before I had an 8-track.
Scully misses the baseline jumper. Nakamura ahead quickly.
Nice pass.
Beautiful.
Okay,
Burns his first bucket.
Okay.
32-20.
It's a big possession this here, right here. Kick.
Lynch.
Kick. Oh, Jesus.
And he throws it away. But
Help
I believe it was tipped out of bounds. It was. It's Northgate's ball. 4:12 to go here. When Campolindo's moving and running, they're a very, very fun team to watch.
Yes, they are. Unselfish. They see the whole floor. Good job. Back door. Here comes your on-ball screen. Decides for a 23-footer.
Both of these games are almost mirror images of
Good look.
opposite teams are
Touch
winning.
timeout time.
Nakamura has 13.
Take a 30. There you go. Okay.
Full timeout for Northgate. 3:47 to go. Third quarter. Nakamura now with 13, and Campolindo with a 14-point lead. Let's say hello to, actually, let's look at our schedule. We'll say hello to some of the great friends of the program. I think we have made a decision, Coach. On the 21st, you're going to be there. It's Monte Vista at San Ramon.
Oh, sweet.
Boys, that should be a great game.
With a big 7-footer.
And then Ignacio at Pitt. That should be interesting. Nate Liggins, I believe, is how it's pronounced, or Liggins from Pittsburgh, has been playing very, very well. Ignacio has played very well as well in the preseason. Deer Valley Ignacio should probably be for second place in the BVAL. And then we'll see Campolindo again on February 8th, a doubleheader at Alhambra. Then the final week of the season, we're going to
leave it open. There
we're going to wait and see, and we're going to go do the best game.
Best game. That's
great. And then
great.
the following week, we'll have a playoff game for you. There's some of the Bronco cheerleaders. And there's Coach Werlo on the bench with his Cougars. Werlo is in his 4th year, Swan in his 8th, one of the most tenured coaches in the DFAL.
You always like to see what a team runs when they come out of a timeout. Usually got a set play talked over in the huddle.
One thing about Northgate, I don't think in Dan Swan's tenure there that they've ever been picked 8th to be finished, to finish 8th in the Contra Costa Times preseason poll. So he's going to work hard to turn that around quickly. Although the guy, I don't know if you saw that quote, the Dublin coach said that Dan Swan could take a bunch of 5th graders at CYO and give us a run for our money, and that's a high compliment.
Okay, Ibrahim's back in the game, which now they'll be going to the high-low, which I like, which really got them back in the game.
Good defense by Campolindo.
Watch the 3 perimeter guys do their thing, and the 2 post guys have their game.
And a turnover. Blackwood to the bucket, and it's blocked by Lynch. Very nice defensive play.
The box set. Northgate playing man-to-man. Now, who's ever guarding the inbounder should not allow that ball to be passed across. Okay, that's not bad. Don't allow that ball to be passed underneath that hoop.
Nakamura, Blackwood, 15-footer, no good. Ibrahim, the rebound.
Blackwood seems to be fading to the left and right a little tonight.
That could be the NyQuil.
Could be. That'll do it. There's your high-low look.
They've run that play a lot tonight.
Post
Coach.
players looking for each other. Nice little back door. There's your high-low. Oh, he's ran out of room. Okay, got a block.
Nakamura had not set his feet, and a blocking foul. 2:43 to go here in the third quarter, 34-20, which could have been the football score.
Here's your box set. If you're Coach Swan, you like to get it into single digits by the end of the quarter. That would be a nice goal to set here. But there's your lob for the high-low.
Lynch.
Nice jet, good try.
Good D by Shields, though. He changes a lot of shots down low. Blackwood and Shields play catch again. He likes that move. Blackwood to the bucket, left hand, a little short. Ibrahim the rebound.
Blackwood's tank could be getting a little low here. Might need some water, a little rest.
To Oliver.
Come back at the fourth quarter.
To
nice
Ibrahim.
Post feed, good kick. High-low, takes it. There you go. Nice job. Good job by Northgate.
That looks like Jack Sikma.
There you go.
Anywhere isn't number 40? Jack Sikma was number 40, wasn't he?
He incorporated what's the Sigma move.
Yes, a little flat 18-footer from the...
A little step out.
Yeah.
Nice little swing. There's your cutter. Northgate playing good D. Nice kick.
Kelowna from
nice
15.
Kick. Good job by Campo.
I don't think Campolindo is going to lose too many games in this league, Coach. They actually probably have a chance to
swing it,
to run it. I guess the teams that are going to give them a run, one of them, surprisingly, Mount Diablo, who beat Dublin the other night, who has a very good team. But
nice cut, nice pass.
Oh, you like that.
Beautiful.
Ibrahim.
Beautiful. Good team basketball right there. Knew exactly where his teammate was without even looking at him.
Here comes McHugh and also Baker. What I was going to say, though, Coach, was Dublin played without a couple of their key players in that game, so we'll have to wait and see. Dublin is supposedly one of the top contenders. I think you have the poll here. Dublin picked to finish second, and Los Lomas, who is a very interesting team. Mount Diablo fourth. So you see some names that you're normally used to seeing up high. Miramani and Northgate in the 7 and 8 slots in that preseason poll.
Okay, down by 11. Need a stop here, get a hoop, or you're down by single digits.
36-25, a minute 15 to go, third quarter. Nakamura.
Penetration and kick.
Kelowna. Burns, no good.
We needed a rebound there.
And McHugh got it. New shot
penetration,
clock.
Kick. And,
Boy, that was lucky.
We got something here.
Lynch.
Down to 9.
Bucket.
Down to 9.
That was a lucky save, but it worked. McHugh loses the handle on it. Ibrahim nearly the steal.
See Blackwood's out of the game, getting a little rest. I think that's a good move.
Nakamura
Bring him in to
16.
start. Okay, here we go. 29 seconds. Get the last shot. Shot clock will be turned off. Here we go. The worst you want to be down 9. You can get closer. Look for a 5-second clock. Good. Well, high-low. It's there. There it is.
Ibrahim working.
Nice move. Oh, tough call.
Offensive foul.
Tough call. Good defense.
Kelowna took it. The foul's on Ibrahim, his second. Not a lot of fouls in this half.
No.
Here's a replay.
Yep, just a little flopping, but there was contact.
I like that. Another good word tonight, floppage. A little floppage.
Good D. Don't get a foul out here, 80 feet away. Double him. Okay. Oh, boy, got a mismatch here. Got a little mismatch.
Gerlach. Baker down the lane.
Didn't want that to happen.
The sophomore at the buzzer puts Campolindo back on top by 11, 38-27 after 3. We'll be back with the fourth quarter after this.
We got a ball game.
Hi, I'm Rocco Bialy, and this is my family.
I'm Dante. I'm Dominic. And I'm Nina.
For the past 5 years, Rocco's Ristorante and Pizzeria has been the proud sponsor of the Comcast High School Game of the Week. As a neighborhood restaurant, being part of our community has been very important to my family and staff. I'd like to personally invite you to become part of our family. Great pizza, great pasta, and great people. Rocco's Ristorante and Pizzeria, a part of your community.
It doesn't matter what sport you play. It doesn't matter what position you play. It doesn't matter whether you're turning pro or just starting out. It doesn't even matter how old you are. If you want to maximize your potential, you need Velocity Sports Performance. Velocity Sports Performance. Maximize your potential. We guarantee it.
Campolindo shot 10 of 15 from the field in the third quarter. Outscored Northgate 18-13. They lead by 11 as we head to the fourth quarter. The second game of our doubleheader. Going kind of like we figured. Northgate girls would win the first game. The Campo boys would probably win the second. But I think both games a little closer than people were led to believe. Kelowna is a very unstoppable presence down low.
Good teams come out of a timeout or at the quarter and run a nice set play and score. Great job by the Cougars there. Uh-oh. High post. Okay, they've only got one big guy in, so he won't be running any high-low here.
Yeah, Lynch is out of the game. This is Dolliver.
Lynch won't be out of there very long, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I not especially. He's the leading scorer with 10 points. Scully.
A lot of perimeter here.
Dolliver's going to have to shoot a three. There's just 3
Somebody
seconds on the shot clock. Scully,
nice.
And that's it. Good defense by Campo, and they burned 30 seconds. Actually, it's 35. That's another thing I can't. Why is it 35 in boys and 30 in girls? We couldn't decide it. Couldn't make it 32. I don't know.
I thought they were going to go 40 because you got the 10 in the back and the 30 in the front. But I think they kind of split it in half and said, let's go with 35.
Campo ahead by 13.
Okay, nice stagger. A little nice
pass.
Nice
pass. I think Burns maybe thought he wanted to shoot. He threw it off to Kelowna figuring the shot's going to look uglier than if I pass this to Kelowna because he's going to make that shot. And he does.
Good execution on 2 consecutive possessions by Campo.
Kelowna has 14, and Kelowna almost had a steal and a flying slam.
You got it.
And he would have. He wanted that too, probably.
Okay.
Ibrahim guarded by McHugh. It is a different game without that big man in there, isn't it, Coach?
Yes, it is. See, they're all on the outside the arc except for one guy.
Long 3 ball by Gillespie, and that's his second 3. He has 6. 42-30.
Nice 3, back-to-back 3 balls there.
Burns has 5.
They're trading. If they keep trading, the Broncos are going to come out in the short end. We need a couple stops at the other end. Okay.
Gillespie.
Ibrahim should have hooked there.
Nice cut. Dolliver loses the handle, but it was tipped out of bounds off a Cougar. 5:54 to go. You see they're in the ball game. 45-30 Campolindo, looking for their 11th win of the season. Another 3 missed. And McHugh, the tip, but Ibrahim, the foul.
3 team fouls on both teams.
You know something you always wonder, Coach? Antioch High School's Antioch, right? Because it's in Antioch. What is a Campolindo? Did someone look at the school and go, that looks like a Campolindo? I mean, I'd like to know the story. I'm sure there is one. Someone just give me the story. Or what's a Miramani? Is it an early, someone that was important in the community? Or you ever wonder about that, though?
Just email Dan.
Give me an email on that. We asked about the Michigan helmets. We got a response.
Good.
Give us an idea.
There are some people out there.
What made it? Mount Diablo makes sense. It's in the shadow of Mount Diablo. Antioch's in Antioch, Pittsburgh's in Pittsburgh. I want to know why these 2 schools, or Campolindo and Miramani, how they got their names. Kelowna, he's going to get a nickname soon. Something like Dr. C.
or Jerry.
Yeah.
For all you old timers.
47-30. Campo pulling away here with 5:20 to play. And these games are really very, very similar tonight, Coach. When you look at the streaks and the defense played and the physicality. Ibrahim underneath, and he is not foul, there's a jump ball, and it's out of bounds to Northgate, and how both teams kind of got a little scare, and then they pulled away, both in the third quarter. So very interesting how these are kind of mirror images of each other. Alessi to Scully.
They both run the same inbounds play.
Scully hasn't scored tonight. And Alessi, who had 10 points against Alhambra, only has 1 free throw.
Good spacing. Good try. Good try.
Here come the Cougars. Nakamura,
Good
Kelowna.
decision.
Yep,
Good
pulls it back
decision.
out.
Oops. Kick. Good. Spacing. There's your on-ball screen. Kick. 3 in the lane.
Wow, 3 seconds. Dave Gregory said, you know what? I haven't called this yet tonight.
Yeah. And he's got a heel at the top of the circle.
There's a dedication. It's Cook Court here. Gary Cook was a teacher.
Gary Cook was my master teacher here when I did my student teaching here back in 1973.
Wow.
Great basketball coach here.
And the court is named after him.
Uh-huh.
Coach, I was going to ask you about this. Can you censor the crowd from counting down the shot clock when it's not even close to the actual figure? Is a wild running layup missed by Gillespie? Or is that just part of the home court advantage?
Well, you heard what the administrator said before the game. It's supposed to be good sportsmanship, so I'll leave that one.
I could see counting it down or close, but that they just inbounded the ball, probably didn't need to waste the energy on that.
Yep.
4 minutes to play, 47-30. Campo comfortably ahead now in this one.
See, Lynch is waiting to come in the game here. Blackwood's back in the game.
I would have to say, if I'm surprised here at all, is that unless Lynch is in serious foul trouble, that he sat on the bench for almost 4 minutes of the fourth quarter. The only time tonight they really seemed to get a flow on offense is when they had both the big men in there, and Lynch was inside able to score, and Ibrahim was running the high post.
Yep.
I think this is called the Randy Moss. Everyone's leaving before the game's over.
Or the Sammy Sosa?
The Sammy Sosa, yeah.
How about those Giants, huh?
Hey.
I'm excited.
I'm ready. Although if there was a game tonight, they would have had to have wore flippers to play in.
Yep.
Yeah, I think the Giants are going to be fun to watch this year.
Got my spring training tickets yesterday. A friend of mine has season tickets, and yesterday was the first day you could get them.
How many games do you go to down there, Coach?
I'm going to about 3 down there.
Okay.
I got one game. The Rockies are coming to Scottsdale. Get a chance to see Aaron Miles.
Yeah, that worked out well for you last year.
Yeah, it did.
I happened to catch a replay of your victory over De La Salle on Channel 26.
Oh, man.
Who the heck shot that?
I made a few phone calls on that one. You watching the game? You watching the game?
And by the way, you looked wonderful back then, 10 years ago.
It was a lot of fun.
16-point Campo lead, 3:16 to play. Kelowna
Nice
around
drive.
Ibrahim to the. Oh, he is having a ball game. 18 points.
See, I don't know if he played football, I don't know if he could have made some of the shots he did tonight. You know, to be truthful, he doesn't look like a football player playing basketball. He's got his basketball muscles working really well here.
McHugh the rebound. Well, he was on the original football roster, and then said I was going to, told the coach he was going to concentrate on basketball, probably knowing too how good Campo was going to be and how deep in the season they were going to play. They played the last football game in Northern California. I think December 2nd or 3rd, whenever that last game was that we did on down at Foothill High School. Campolindo lost to O'Dowd, but that was the last game played. Everything else was over. So you knew he was going to probably miss some practice time. Not a bad decision, because I would think that he would agree that he's a better basketball player.
Dick. There's your post. Turn face.
Oh,
nice
Dixon, Dixon was open. Cutting, and the foul's on Kelowna.
You know, it's both teams, the players know their roles. The guys aren't trying to do things they can't do.
See, there's the yellow, Coach. See it right there?
Yep. You mean the
Just
gold?
Yeah, the little, okay.
The light,
little
the
gold,
light gold.
Light gold, yeah. But I think in the past you would agree that Northgate's uniforms would have been maroon and gold,
Yes.
and the white would have been a very limited trim.
Exactly.
Dixon has 5. There's Blackwood, who is probably going to go home and go straight to bed.
Intravenous feeding
Yes.
tonight.
Yes. Give me to the ICU.
Yeah.
Well, at least it was on a night where they really didn't need him. He has 7 points.
There's your drive.
Kelowna misses the layup. One of the few misses for Kelowna in the second half.
You get a chance, try to get out and see LMC play. They got a nice club this year. Seen them twice. Well coached, and they play hard, and they're fun to watch.
Burns misses that lay. Oh,
Nice
wow.
tip. Nice
Baker.
follow.
Baker, the sophomore, with 4. 1:54 left. Campo's going to win their 11th game. This is Lynch, who has been very quiet in the second half. I should say the fourth quarter. And he's fouled. So Campo will be 11-3, 2-0 in league, and Northgate will fall to 4-10 and 0-2 in the league. And Lynch now with 11. He's the only Bronco in double figures. And mass substitutions. Thank you very much, Coach. Hiwad Karzi, one of our names of the night, along with Ibrahim, is in along with Tyson Lynch, who hasn't played a lot since the first quarter. Lynch makes both free throws.
Oops.
Dustin Blodgett is in the ball game, number 22 for Northgate. Grant Miller also back in the game along with Lynch. And a steal. Blodgett has it in the corner. A long bomb.
Get in there.
McHugh pulls the rebound. McHugh's out there with Scott Clifton, who played a little football. Mike Vandenberg played football as well, but he's also sick tonight and not playing.
We had a lot of kids sick at school this week. I heard a lot of kids were sick over the holidays. So it's going around.
John Mukovic is out there with McHugh. Burns, Baker, and there's a lot of whoopses going on from Coach.
That'd be 1-on-1. You get the second unit in here, so you get a lot of those whoops.
It's McHugh's second foul. Minute 28 to go. Lynch has 4. That's the interesting thing to me, is why he wasn't in the ball game, because he comes in and gets 2 fouls, makes 4 free throws. He has 14 points. Ball out of bounds to Campo with 1:12 to play. And there's some of the fans here tonight at Campolindo High School. I think Joel's over there strolling through the crowd trying to make friends.
Good, good.
McHugh is fouled from behind by Lynch.
16. Underneath.
And see, that's only Lynch's second foul. So he wasn't in foul trouble. So that would be a question for Coach Swan. Why didn't Lynch play in the early fourth quarter?
Nice little pass fake and a shot.
Burns makes another 3. He has 8. 54-37, and just like the earlier game, kind of getting away from the team that's behind here late. Under a minute to play. Lynch a 3, no good. Tipped and pulled by McHugh.
Oh, nice pass. Oh, good to give it up.
Clifton misses the three. McHugh the rebound. Still time on the shot clock.
That's what I like about McHugh. He knows his strengths and his weaknesses. Knows his roles. Does a great job.
Clifton the putback. So he's on the scoreboard.
There's a lot of things that don't show up.
Yeah, he's a real good backup center, and you don't usually have backup center is not usually something you have in high school basketball. You're lucky if you have a backup anyone.
That's right.
And that'll do it, folks. Almost an identical score, 56-37. The earlier game was 58-37. So very similar games here tonight. Campolindo, the boys win the varsity boys game. The girls from Northgate win the girls game. We'll be back to wrap it up here in 3 minutes on Comcast.
Hi, I'm Rob from Central Tune-Up. Check this out. Oil filter crusher. Did you know that every drained used oil filter that comes off your car still contains up to a cup of used oil? That used oil can destroy our environment and water supply. Do the right thing and place your used oil filter in a clear Ziploc bag and place it on the curb with the rest of the recyclable items. If your city does not have curbside used oil recycling, take it to your nearest certified used oil and filter recycling center. Call ahead for hours and the amount accepted. What more, if all the oil filters that were sold yearly in the United States were recycled, you would have enough steel to build 16 pro sports stadiums. Be good to the earth. Recycle your used oil and filters for a better tomorrow. Call 1-800-NO-DUMPING or check out our website at www.funnelhead.com.
What is a coach? A teacher, a motivator, a leader, the person who sees your athletic potential and maximizes it, regardless of the sport. At Velocity Sports Performance, you train with a highly qualified coach every time you train. Your coach makes you work hard, but your coach makes you a better athlete. Train with a coach who knows. Velocity Sports Performance. Maximize your potential. We guarantee it.
Take advantage today with rates at record lows. Charter Funding Incorporated of Antioch is your local mortgage broker whose commitment is service with integrity. Charter Funding Incorporated works with many lenders to find the best program to fit your needs. First-time home buyers, 100% financing, no down payment, and interest only. No one is left out. Whether it's a rate reduction, cash out, new purchase, good or bad credit, let the professionals at Charter Funding Incorporated handle all your loan details. Call us today at 776-1700.
Hi, I'm Matt Mazzei, and welcome to our new location.
Mazzei Pontiac Cadillac Buick GMC has moved to Pittsburgh. We now have room for lots more inventory and a pristine service department with the most current state-of-the-art equipment for all your repairs. You get all this with the same one-on-one personal service you've always had with us.
Come by and choose the vehicle that fits you best.
Visit our brand new location today. Mazzei Pontiac Cadillac Buick GMC in Pittsburgh on Century Way off Highway 4 exit Summersville North.
Tonight's Comcast Game of the Week is made possible by a generous donation from Battalia's Italian Restaurant, Deli and Catering. Delicious pasta, meatballs, Parmesan dishes, and more. Specialty sandwiches like roasted eggplant, cucciadatis, and other traditional cookies. And don't forget the cannolis. Family owned and operated, that's Battalia's, Antioch's oldest Italian restaurant at 3100 Contra Loma Boulevard in the Save Mart Shopping Center. S&S Import Service on 10th Street, specializing in your foreign car, state-of-the-art tools and equipment with friendly and helpful service. Let Randy and Mike take care of your auto repair needs. S&S will also take your used oil, caring for our community. S&S Import Service at 806 West 10th Street in Antioch. Brendan Theaters of Concord and Pittsburgh, featuring 14 screens of movie magic. All theaters have Lucasfilm THX digital sound systems and stadium-style seating. The prize wheel spins weekly with great prizes. The Prize Patrol promotional events and other activities happen monthly with great giveaways and prizes. Check out the Brendan Theater website for more information and great savings ideas. Your favorite films in a great environment, all at the Brendan Theaters of Concord and Pittsburgh. Enjoy the movie. The 19th Hole Casino at West Tregallis Road. Established in 1967, The 19th hole has been completely renovated. Open 7 days a week, they feature Texas Hold'em, No Bust 21 Blackjack, Low Ball, High-Low Split, High-Gow, and provide Keno and lottery sales. Every Tuesday and Wednesday, beginning at 5:30 p.m., is a no-limit Texas Hold'em shootout with winner take all. Friday and Saturday night is karaoke at 9 p.m. and Sunday 9 a.m. is NFL football on all 14 TVs. The 19th hole behind the post office in Antioch. Make big messes no longer a problem. Experience the difference in a real professional. Randy's Carpet Care. Improve your indoor living to a clean, healthy environment. IICRC certified master cleaning specialist in carpet, upholstery, odor control, and stain removal. Owner-operator, family-friendly. Call today to reserve your spot. That's Randy's Carpet Care. We exist to serve you. Call 925-518-1088. Bridgehead Self-Storage of Antioch. Located behind Kmart off Highway 4 and East 18th Street. Bridgehead Self-Storage has from 5'6" to 10 by 40 foot 24-hour security units for those extra things you just can't fit in the garage anymore. They also have packing and moving supplies. Boat and RV storage is also available. Call 753-1199. Golf and Games Family Fun Center of Antioch. Under new ownership, Golf and Games has it all. A miniature golf course with many challenging holes, hard and softball batting cages with several speeds, a giant arcade with all the newest games, go-karts, pool tables, snack bar, and prize station for those big-ticket winners. The perfect place for birthday parties and events. That's Golf and Games Family Fun Center at 501 Summersville Road in Antioch. RSC Rental Service Corporation in Martinez. RSC offers a wide variety of equipment specific to the petrochemical industry, as well as to the general contractor and homeowner. We deliver straight to the site and have a fully trained staff of mechanics and office personnel to fit every need. That's Rental Service Corporation, 4030 Pacheco Boulevard in Martinez. Thanks again to all of our friends from the Comcast Game of the Week.
Back at Campolindo High School, our doubleheader is over. The Campo boys win 56-37. The Northgate girls win 58-37. Very similar games, Coach. Well, let's take a look at the highlights from the varsity boys contest. Here's our player of the game, Billy Colonna. That was one of his better moves. A very, very difficult angle on that.
It's a very solid game tonight at both ends of the floor.
That was a nice pass by Nakamura ahead to Burns. Burns had 8 points off the bench, supplied them with a little spark.
Yes, he did.
Here's Colonna again. That was the pass, I believe, from Burns when, remember we had mentioned.
On the lob.
Yeah, it would have been an ugly shot, but a pretty pass.
And a follow on the little tip there.
That's Baker. Baker, just a sophomore. He had 4 points off the bench tonight for Coach Warlow. So Campolindo wins. They're 11-3 on the year. Northgate loses. They fall to 5-9. 0-2 in the league. Campolindo's in first place at 2-0. Here's a scoring in tonight's game. Colonna had 18 points. He had 14 in the second half. He's our player of the game. Ross Nakamura had 13 points. The only two players in double figures for the Cougars. 7 tonight for Chris Blackwood. A nice effort despite the illness. 4 points for Darren Baker. 2 each for Pete Gerlach, Scott Clifton, and Ralph Shields. The Campolindo Cougars win tonight, 56-37. Northgate was led by David Lynch with 14. 6 tonight for Sean Gillespie, 5 each for Clark Dolliver and Alex Dixon, 4 for Akram Abrahim, and that's the last time I'll probably have to say that this year, Coach. That's a mouthful. And 1 each for Grant Miller and Anthony Alessi. So the Northgate Broncos with 36 points tonight with 37 points. Those are Matt. That's our producer's son. He brought him out here tonight, and he even let Morgan produce a little bit of the ball game.
Yeah,
that was nice of him tonight. 56-37, the final score. Let's say goodnight to the great friends of the program here on Comcast that help us get high school sports on the air to you each and every week of the high school year that lasts from September all the way out till June. And Coach Whitman knows that as well as anyone being a teacher.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
The Comcast Game of the Week brought to you by these great friends of the program. Rocco's Ristorani and Pizzeria in Walnut Creek. Contra Costa Clean Water Program, and Mr. Funnelhead. Brennan Theaters in Concord and Pittsburgh. You can see The Aviator with Leonardo DiCaprio this week. Natalia's Italian Food. Charter Funding Incorporated in Antioch. S&S Import Service in downtown Antioch. Golf and Games in Antioch. Celia's Mexican Restaurant. Also images of 3 Hair Salon, Jim Clay Certified Public Accountant, the 19th Hole Casino and Lounge, Randy's Carpet Care, the New Mecca Cafe, and Rock Bottom Records. Next week, 2 great games for you. We'll film them on Tuesday and Friday. On Tuesday, we'll be at De La Salle, the Clayton Valley Eagles against the De La Salle Spartans. And on Friday, Deer Valley, the girls, the Wolverines against the Carondelet Cougars. Should be a great one. Yep. We'll have both those games for you next week. Tony Schultz will be with me on Tuesday, and the coach will return next Friday at Carondelet. For John Whitman, this is Dan Wall reminding you of tonight's final scores. In the first game, the Northgate girls 58 and Campolindo 37. In the nightcap, the Campolindo boys 56 and Northgate boys 37. This has been a high school sports production brought to you by Comcast and Walnut Creek. Thanks for watching, everyone.
Drive safe.
Good night.